something.
Bob would like to say something first.
Yeah, it's such a great feeling to be here today, and I want to thank the press for the supportive the support that you've given us throughout the season. It's been really it's been gratifying to us and to our fans, and I think you'll agree that the team responded. So without any further ado there, just thank you, all of you that are here, for the support you've given this franchise this entire season. Walt Jocketty has a very important message to impart.
Wow. Thank you, Bob and Rob. Well, with the success we had this year, and really as the last couple of years as it's building to where we are today under the leadership of Dusty Baker and his coaching staff. And, I think we got here sooner than a lot of people thought, getting to the playoffs. And I think a lot of it is due in part to Dusty's leadership, his hard work, and his staff, the talented players we have. But I think it's a great situation for this organization to be in the postseason again after a long absence. And we believe as an organization that we're positioned to be in the playoffs and in contention for many years to come. And we want Dusty to lead our troops in that battle through the years, and again also in this postseason. So we have Dusty has agreed to a 2-year contract extension, and we have also offered his coaches 2-year contract extensions. So I'd like to turn it over to Dusty. And Dusty, we're very pleased. You've done a terrific job, and if all goes well, you might get another Manager of the Year award.
Well,
congratulations.
Thank you. I'd like to say first, thanks to Bob Castellini for having, the faith in me that I could, lead this team, to the playoffs. And, it always helps to have, somebody that has faith in you, because you usually have faith in yourself, but very rarely do you have that, see that faith or feel it, from someone in authority or especially your boss. So I just like to say thank you very much. I'm happy. My family's happy. My coaches are happy. And to me, this is just the first step, hopefully, in lines of wins and a long line of, of excellent years. And you asked me why 2 years. I'm going to answer that before you ask me. Because, not being too superstitious, but I've had some of my best success on 2-year contracts. I don't know why. I just have. It was a situation where when you think about things in America and think about things in the world, there aren't many people that have more than a 2-week contract or month to month, and 2 years is really pretty good. And, I'm sure everybody in this room would accept a 2-year contract. How many people in here have a 2-year contract? You?
I've got a 1-day contract.
So, with that being said, like I said, I'm very happy, with the team that we have. And you look at things, I like this team. I like where we're going. I like our minor leagues. I like our instructors, and the people in this city and the people in this organization.
If you folks have any questions, please raise your hand and I'll get you the microphone. Oh, here we go.
I know you've probably addressed it, but can you just talk about matching up with the Phillies here in the first round and trying to take on the bad boy first, maybe?
Well, the Phillies are, they're kind of the Yankees of the National League. They're reigning champs 2 years in a row in the National League. They were world champs a couple years ago. They have an outstanding team. But I always look at the painting in my office whenever I think about playing, a team that people don't expect us to beat. My underdog painting that I have in my office by Joe Harrison. That's how I look at it. I mean, we're the underdogs, and hopefully we can shock them in a short series. And, hey, man, anything can happen especially when you're the last 8. I mean, I think in terms of you see in basketball, Sweet 16 or Final Four, I mean, there's always somebody that shocks somebody in there that people don't expect them to win. And so now we're at the Elite 8 and trying to get to the Final Four to get to the Final 2.
Next.
Dusty, what does it mean to you to be able to bring this to the city of Cincinnati, to get your team to the playoffs and to do this for the fans?
Well, I mean, it means a lot to all of us, especially, you know, there are very few people that expect us to be here, which isn't important to us necessarily, but it's important that we bring excellence and pride back to the city. And I think it's very important, especially when I look back last year on University of Cincinnati, you know, going as far as they did, the Bengals getting better, going as far as they did, you know, Ohio State. You look at the Cleveland Cavaliers, and you think about excellence in the whole state. And so you don't want to be also-ran. You don't want to be carrying up the rear. You want to be leading the charge. And I think that we're in that particular situation to make this city proud of us. I see the amount of Cincinnati Reds hats when I go downtown, actually across the country. I don't know if it's because it's just red or proper color or not, but, you know, you're seeing a lot more people wearing, you know, Cincinnati stuff around the country.
You have been watching a live news conference from Great American Ballpark where it's been announced Dusty Baker has another 2-year contract to be the manager of the Cincinnati Reds. They've also given an extension for all of his coaches. As for playing the Phillies, he calls them the Yankees of the National League. We'll see how they do. But you know what? It has been a wild finish to get to the playoffs. So here is the schedule for the National League. As mentioned, the Reds travel to Philly for games on Wednesday at 5:07 and Friday at 6:07. Then they will return to Great American Ballpark for a game on Sunday. In the National League West, the Giants clinched it yesterday, so now they play Atlanta, who reached the playoffs as a wild card. In the American League, it'll be Tampa Bay hosting Texas. While the Yankees had to settle as the wild card there, they take on the Twins. And we're on your side to help you get ready for the playoffs by taking a look back at Reds history tomorrow on 9 News at 6. We're working on a Reds special that'll cover everything from this year's team all the way back to the Big Red Machine and everything in between. You can check it out tomorrow during our 6 o'clock broadcast. And remember, you can get all things Red on WCPO.com.